is David Burrows. I'm currently serving the life sentence for killing my little boy.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm having a look at I Will Find You, which is currently doing the rounds on Netflix, stars Sam Worthington, Britt, and is an adaptation of a Harlan Coben novel. So let's dive in and find out what all the fuss is about. So I Will Find You is pretty much copybook stuff in terms of psychological thrillers. Sam Worthington plays David Burrows. He is a father to a son who was murdered. He is accused of that murder. He is sitting in prison, and we first meet him 5 years into his sentence. Rachel Mills is played by Britt, and she is sort of like his the go-between, his sort of like, I guess, his olive branch between his life in prison and the outside world. And it is quite convoluted, to say the least, and also quite predictable. What you find, it's a Harlan Coben adaptation, so ultimately this is quite straightforward stuff. Burrows gets out of prison. I won't go into the details of why. Sam Worthington puts in a solid performance as a distraught father trying to get to the truth behind his son's disappearance. Has his son been murdered? Is his son still alive? And then Britt as Rachel Mills is somewhere in between, sort of advocating and sort of instigating and helping. And ultimately this is really pedestrian stuff. And that's pretty much all there is to I Will Find You. But is there anything beneath that surface layer that will get audiences invested? Let's dig a bit deeper.
I need to show you something. I think Matthew.
Sadly, all I can say is that there is very little beneath that surface layer. Sam Worthington has been in better films than this. This is very much the equivalent of a TV movie for Netflix, and that's pretty much how it feels. It is very much, A through F in terms of plotting. Britt obviously comes from Severance, which is a supremely superior show, a project to the one she is currently doing here. But everybody's got to pay the bills, everybody's got to keep working, and ultimately they are quality actors in a very sort of cookie cutter psychological thriller. But this is it's very audience friendly, it's very accessible, it's very easy on the ear. It's like a Sunday afternoon matinee. You can probably put it on the background, dip in and out of it, and you won't feel like you've missed anything. So on that note, with that recommendation, let's dive into my rating.
When did you decide to break out of prison?
Kinda just happened.
Kind of just happened? That doesn't really... Okay.
So I'm going to be giving I Will Find You a 3.5 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. Why? Because it doesn't do anything original. It's not going to challenge audiences. What it's going to do is exactly what it says on the tin. Sam Worthington may get the audiences in. Britt would probably get more and a more eclectic mix in through the door. But ultimately, I Will Find You is very conventional. It's very conventional in terms of psychological thrillers. So on that note, and with that level of recommendation, I'm going to dive into my trailer. Let's do that.
Whoever kidnapped Matt, they are not going to stop. You are being hunted.
Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? Anything.
And so it is, you've reached the end of another video review, this time for I Will Find You, which is on Netflix and stars Sam Worthington and Britt. This is also the bit where I go, look, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, you'll get a little notification you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you'd like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel, or maybe track me down on TikTok at MC_real_reviews. That's MC_real, REEL_reviews. See you there.